first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And a nice stiff arm that opens room to run. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it appears that way. Maybe the length of a football.
2 yards on the play. And the Jets first down.
Now they try the right side here. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first there. The Jets have a first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
4 and 2. That means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Yeah, they won. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Pretty solid run here on. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On the play, it'll be 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Boy, a nice play there. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 152 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And that's why you spend the 1st-round draft pick on a running back, not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Oh, 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It carries the... Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.